Hello, beautiful beings of planet Earth and beyond. Welcome to another video on the channel of Ancient Ascension. My name is Paula, and today I just wanted to make a video, a little bit of a reflection, and a video about how amazing life is when we give ourselves permission to live. That's kind of what was coming through today. I know I haven't made a video in a little bit. I apologize to those of you who are subscribed. I manage a plant medicine retreat center here in Ecuador, and we have had retreat, and I've been so busy being in service to the people who come to heal. But I love y'all, and I absolutely want to continue making YouTube videos to help y'all, to share what I learn as I walk forward on my sacred path. And I was just thinking today, like, I want to make a YouTube video because I love making them. I love sharing. And what came through was like, Paula, you've been in Ecuador for 2 years now. 2 years, which is crazy to me. It is so crazy to me that I now have a home. That's what's behind me, my little wooden shack, with an amazing view, and I have a car here. I mean, I've fallen in love here. I have an amazing partner, and my life is here. My life is 100% rooted here in Ecuador, and I just wanted to make a little video about reflection, about how I allowed myself to get here and truly trust in the unknown and free fall into the unknown and trust that I will be supported, that I will be guided, and that I'm always in the right place. And that's just what I want to share today, because I couldn't have gotten here, making this country that I'm not from my home, and finding my spirit family here, and having all of these amazing opportunities arise for me in a country where I don't really even speak the native language. You know, I try, I'm learning, but I'm a very slow learner when it comes to language, which is kind of frustrating. But how this world can provide us with so much opportunity, so much abundance, so much family, so much healing, so much love in a place that is foreign to us, in a place where we weren't born into, in a place where the culture is very different than what we know. And I just was thinking today, like, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. And I truly do feel that this whole earth is our home, right? It's not just the state we're born in or the country we're born in. And I really wish that all beings could travel as freely as other beings. You know, when you have certain passports, you're able to travel basically anywhere you please. And when you have other passports, you don't have that privilege. And I really do pray that one day we can get to that point and allow humans to roam this earth, you know, and visit other countries if they feel that that's what their heart wants them to do. But I just think that life is so amazing when we give ourselves permission to live. And what I mean by that is giving ourselves permission to explore, giving ourselves permission to know nothing, giving ourselves permission to follow those pulsations in our hearts that are calling for us to go to certain places or to start certain projects or to do certain things. And that's when life becomes so amazing, is when we truly trust in the wisdom, in the intelligence, in the messages that are pulsing through our crazy heart space. And I never knew that I would fall in love with the country of Ecuador. I mean, I came here in November of 2022. I got accepted to a volunteer program to work and volunteer at a plant medicine retreat center. And it was pretty open-ended, you know, it was like a 3-month commitment. And I was like, who knows? Maybe I'll love the place. Maybe I'll hate the place. Like, I have no idea what to expect. And here I am 2 years later, managing that retreat center, earning the trust of the teachers there and the shamans there, and having all of this opportunity open for me to manage it, to help in ceremonies, to provide my massage therapy, to provide my yoga classes. I mean, it's like sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for opening my roads before me in a way that my mind never could have imagined opening. And where I work is Gaia Sagrada in Ecuador. And if you're looking for an amazing place to experience ayahuasca, San Pedro, Kambo, sweat lodge ceremonies, definitely go to GaiaSagrada.com. It's a nonprofit. It's owned by an amazing, amazing woman, and it's a very safe space. We all speak English, and when we have local shamans come in and provide the ceremonies, we have translators in every ceremony. It's just an amazing place. So shout out to Gaia Sagrada for absolutely changing my life here and for the trust that they instilled in me. Yeah, and I had no idea when I was coming here to Ecuador that I would be here 2 years later, and in this next year I'm going to be applying for my residency here. No idea that I would fall in love. No idea that I would find my spiritual family. No idea that I would feel so at home in this country, but something was pulling me to Ecuador. Something in my heart. I thought about, because I've been to Colombia before, I was like, maybe I'll go to Peru, maybe I'll go to Ecuador, but it was like every time I thought of going to a different place, it was like, no, Ecuador. And so I trusted in that. And it's been an amazing, amazing 2 years. Now it's over 2 years, but in November was two years. And I'm just looking back like, this life is full of so much magic. This life is full of so many blessings, so many amazing human beings who we can connect so deeply with and consider as a part of our family. And I just want to share a couple things that I've learned, even though it's like I can't really even put into words everything that I've learned in this country, but a few main points that came through when I was thinking about what I should share in this video. Main things that I've learned is that family is beyond blood. Family is beyond blood. We're all family. That's such a teaching down here in these medicine traditions, and especially walking this path. It's like every human, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all sons and daughters of Father Sky and Mother Earth. But to actually feel that and experience that and have just amazing, incredible humans that I consider my family here, from Ecuador, from Brazil, from Canada, from the States, like somehow this life pulls the right people together for you from across the world. And that just is so amazing to me. That reminder that we're all family, and family is beyond blood. 100%. And also what I've learned is, this has been a long pathway and a long thing that I've been working on, but how to truly trust and surrender into the guidance of life. That is such good medicine for ourselves when we can allow our minds to for a moment and trust in that guidance that life is pushing us through all of the experiences, through all the hard processes, through all of those pulsations on our heart. Like, you should do this. Like, this road is opening for you. And, it's like helping in a ceremony, or learning how to fire keep, or, even coming to Ecuador by myself for the first time. I was absolutely terrified. I was so terrified. I was like, I don't speak the language. I don't know if I'm going to be safe, like all these things running through your mind, but trusting in that guidance. And when we have these pulsations and these feelings and these pathways that our hearts are telling us to walk, It's like, trust that you're going to be safe. Trust that you're going to be guided the whole way. And that is something that I've just been like opening deeper and deeper to throughout these 2 years in Ecuador. Like, trust, like, let the mind take a back seat. Like, if the opportunity is opening before you, that means that life believes you're ready. That means that the people supporting you and teaching you things believe that you're ready. You know, we don't always have to believe that we're ready to do certain things. If life is presenting us with that opportunity, it's time. It's time. And that's something that I've absolutely learned to feel into and accept. Also, going along with that, I've learned that I am capable of so much more than I thought I was. I think we can all feel into that. Like, we are each capable of so much more than we think we are. We don't give ourselves enough credit, like, for real. And through all the experiences and all the learnings and all the things that I've experienced here, I'm like, wow, like, I can actually do anything that I want to do. And it's the same for each of you. And it's just been such a beautiful journey of realizing that, of feeling that, you know, learning something new, and then you learn it, you get past that fear, that anxiousness, and then it becomes second nature. And then the next thing you're learning goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's like allowing ourselves to push the boundaries of what we think we're capable of, and trusting that if life is presenting it to us, we are more than capable. We are actually the perfect person to do those things. Another one is that simplicity over complication. Simplicity over everything. That's so much about what this country has taught me is less is more. Less is more. Simplicity over everything. I mean, I literally live in this wooden shack on the edge of a mountain, and no trash service. You know, Ecuador has been experiencing blackouts and water cuts and rationing, and even through all of that, having no power, sometimes turning on the faucet and there's no water, and not having a dryer, and just living so on the edge up in these high mountains is like simplicity. Because when you simplify your life and you stop, you know, consuming so many things, wanting the next best thing, expecting everything, like expecting this life to provide you with everything, like when we stop that mentality and that behavior, then we realize that we don't actually need that much at all. And something I love so much about this country is like how they produce so much of their own food. You know, you go to the local markets and it's an abundance of vegetables, an abundance of fruit. Like, you go to local meat shops and it's an abundance of fresh like meat, and the cows are all roaming out in these mountains happy as hell. Like, oh, that's such a part of the medicine here in Ecuador. Is like, I mean, I've always lived a very simple life. You know, I lived in my van for a few years in the States. Like, I always thought that less was more, but to actually be rooting in a country where there's so many teachings of that, and to feel like I have like more than I could ever dream of having, but at the same time living in a shack, it's like, so much clarity, so much of the noise has dissipated about what I think I need or what success looks like. It's like, no, like, I'm happy. I'm so happy sitting under the sky. I'm so happy looking out to the mountains. I'm so happy with this home that I have and my little car that I have. That's another huge teaching and huge lesson from this country. Simplicity. Less is more. Also, a big thing that I've learned being here is that every human has their own magic. Every human has their own magic. I mean, in the past 2 years, hundreds of people have come to this retreat center, to Gaia Sagrada, to heal. And people just forget who they are. People just forget the magic that they hold. People, get lost in their traumas or their addictions or their confusions, or they start doubting themselves. And it's just so amazing to see each one of those people come, remember who they are, find that magic inside themselves, and get all the noise and the garbage away, and feel confident and anchored enough into their own power to leave and to spread that light into the world. And everybody has that. Every single human has that magic. They have that special, sparkle about them, that special, unique life story that this world needs to be shared or to be embodied into who they are. And I just think that's such a beautiful thing that I've been able to witness here, is humans healing, humans remembering who they are, humans reholding that magic in their energy and their presence and their existence on this earth. The last lesson that I will share is that you don't have to be fully healed in order to help people heal. Okay? You don't have to be fully healed in order to help people heal. Something I love so much about the medicine community that I've connected into in this country is that all of the shamans, all of the curanderos, all of the healers, all of the people walking this pathway of being in service to other humans healing, they are healing with us. They're healing with us. It's not like there's some master, some guru, some enlightened being that everyone has to follow and look up to and learn their ways. They're human beings healing with other human beings. And I love that so much. And through living in this country for the past 2 years, it has allowed me to give myself permission to help people's healing, to help people heal themselves. And I recognize that I am always healing. We are all always healing. And I think it's so beautiful to have that recognition, to give yourself that permission that you don't have to be perfectly healed to help others. You don't have to be an enlightened being, a master guru being to help people. To help people remember who they are, to hold that healing space for people, and to guide people back into themselves. And so that's a good message for you. You don't have to be perfectly healed. You don't have to be perfectly ready. I did not think I was ready in any way, shape, or form to step into the work that I've stepped into the past 2 years, but here I am. I was ready all along. I am ready. You are ready. And that's something that especially all of us who feel that call, we want to help others, we want to have sessions with people, we want to, help them in whatever way. Here's your sign that you are more than ready to do so. Okay, it's just our head is the one that's telling us we're not, but our heart is yes, of course you're ready. You're a human being. You've had all these life experiences. Trust in me. Trust in me. And all I can really say is that the best thing I've ever done for myself was to take my heart seriously and to trust in its guidance and wisdom. That's how I got here. That's how I got here. That's how I am existing in a reality that every day I wake up and am so, so grateful for. Is because I trusted in the guidance and the wisdom of my heart. And not only did I trust it, but I took it seriously. I took it more seriously than I take the thoughts that run through my mind. Okay? To say yes to the things that terrify me. If something freaks me out, if this life is okay, here, you have this opportunity. Life is presenting me this opportunity, and I'm oh, holy shit. Then I say yes. I say yes, because it's going to push the boundaries of what I think I'm capable of. It's going to push the boundaries of who I am. of what I do, of the power and the authenticity that I hold in this world. And I'm going to say yes to those things. I'm not going to say no to them. There's many things that have terrified me here in Ecuador that I have said yes to. And now I can stand tall in the fact that I'm capable of doing these things. And I trust myself more doing them. And there's something that's coming up this month that I'm really terrified about doing. But the opportunity is there. People are wanting it. So I'm going to step in to it and do it. And, if it's our first time doing something, like holding a space or having a session with someone, like we don't need to lie about it. We can be like, this is my first time, but we can share the purest energy coming from our heart. We can share that love. We can share that gratitude. We can share that I'm anxious and excited for this experience. So that's what I'm going to share. That realness, that authenticity. I think that's so important on this path, is being real, being honest, being authentic. And if you feel freaked out or if you feel like you're not ready, then say that. But you are ready, just to get those nerves and those things away. So say yes to the things that freak you out, because I love the quote, what scares you most will set you free. And in my experience, that's exactly true. It's exactly true. And to free fall into the unknown over and over again. I love that saying. I feel like that's how I've lived my life, is to just there's certain moments, right, in life, like choosing to go to Ecuador or choosing to sell my massage business to travel in South America the first time. It's those moments in our life where we feel like we're standing on the edge of a mountain and we just have to take one more step and then we're falling, into the unknown. Those moments are what I live for. Those moments are what make me feel like I'm alive. Those moments are the ones that make me feel like I'm pushing the boundaries of my existence. And that is a recipe for a happy, happy life, because you're living, you're pushing the boundaries, you're getting rid of maybe a house or a routine that you've lived in for years. I go crazy if I'm living in the same thing over and over again. It's some part of me just says nope, and I tear that routine up and I completely throw it away, and I allow this life to provide me with new experiences, new opportunity, new people, new beauty, new blessings, because that is what life always gives. That is what life always gives when we trust in the space of our heart, we step off the edge of the mountain and we free fall into the unknown, knowing that the thing that's guiding us is coming from the center of our chest. What's coming is support. Our hands to hold you when you jump off that mountain and to guide you exactly where you need to be. Because in my experience, life, Creator, Great Spirit, God knows better than I do what I'm capable of doing in this life. So I have moments in my life where I get out of my own way. I basically open myself up to be a channel so that this life can push the experiences through me that it wants me to go through, instead of me trying to fight every experience with my mind and wanting to move but not moving because my mind is scared and all those things. It's shh, and be that channel. And life is always going to provide you with the craziest, most beautiful experiences and destinations, and that's a promise. Just a couple things that I want you to remember, because remember, my channel is just kind of reminders. Everything that I say and share, you already know, because you are ancient and you are wise. And a couple reminders. Remember that our brains are the last ones to get it. I'm pretty sure that the owner of Gaia and one of my teachers is the one who said that our brains are the last ones to get it. Okay, our brains will always be fighting in some way if our heart is guiding us into something completely different. Okay, the brain is, I've talked about this in other videos, it's programmed to protect us. It likes to know what's going on. It doesn't like to not know. So remember that, like, your brain, if your heart is feeling something, your body is downloading something, the last one to consciously understand is our brain. I just think that's an important thing to remind each of you of. Remember that our heart has no boundaries. Our hearts are timeless. They are dimensionless. They are in love with the space of the unknown. And our hearts hold all of the memory. All of the memory of all the lives we've lived, of all the experiences that we've been through, all the hands we've shook in, every person we've hugged, every tear we've wiped, everything is in the heart space. Okay? So that's a lot of intelligence. That's a lot of wisdom. That's a lot of knowing that lives inside your chest. Remember that you deserve to live a life of expansion, of beauty, and of deep, deep growth. To me, I believe that's why we're all here. We're here to expand, we're here to grow, we're here to heal, and we're here to evolve. Okay, and that expansion, that growth, that evolution does not happen when we live a life in fearful comfort. Okay? Sometimes we gotta get ourselves uncomfortable to find the real comfort and the beauty in this life. Remember not to limit yourself. Remember that you are the only one that's standing in your own way. That's the reality. You're the only one that's putting the limitations, that's putting the blocks, that's putting the mental patterns in your own way from living a life of magic, trust, guidance, unknown, navigation. You're the only one. I was the only one that was standing in the way of myself. It's nothing personal. Not like you're the one, but that's the reality from my experience. Is like when I was suffering and living a life of suffering, who was doing that to me? I was doing that to myself. And who was the one that allowed me to live a life of expansion, of beauty, of growth, of evolution? I was. So, we can be angels for ourselves, or we can be devils. We just got to be aware of the part of how we are to ourselves. And remember that you are the creator of your reality. Of course, never forget that. And also remember that you are extremely, extremely sacred. You are a sacred being. You deserve an expansive, beautiful life because you are as sacred as the water. You are as sacred as this earth. You are as sacred as the air that you breathe. And you are as sacred as the fire that burns across this planet. You are nothing less than that. And you are a creator being. If you are yearning for an experience, going to live in another country and finding the magic of this reality, you don't have to move to another country. The best place to start is to start to treat yourself like the sacred being that you are. To see your body as a temple. To see your mind as like this godly voice that is preaching to all the cells in your body. To start to take control and responsibility for your energy field, for the way that you act, for the dreams that you have, for the way that for like what you think you're capable of. If you don't think you're capable of creating this life of your dreams, if you're like, yeah, I would love to live on the side of a mountain, I would love to do these things, I would love to live in this life of expansion, and you have that like shadowed like negativity over your mind, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So, I don't know, you guys. I'm just like amazed that I've been here for 2 years. I'm amazed at what this life has brought me. I'm amazed at what I do and what I'm capable of. And I'm just amazed more than anything at how supported I feel from this reality. How supported I feel from life. From this magical, magical reality that we live in. And I pray that each of you too can feel that support, can feel that expansion, can feel that sacredness pulsing through your heart, can feel that divine guidance running through your heart. I pray for that for you. But just remember, I mean, for me personally, the deeper I throw myself into a state of trusting, no matter how afraid I am, no matter how confused I am or unsure I am, the more I open myself into that state, the deeper my appreciation becomes. Okay, sometimes I feel like I have to prove to the Great Spirit or to God or to this life that I'm serious. Like I will give up everything for you to show me that I'm supported, for you to show me that I'm loved, for you to show me that I'm divinely guided. And that's what I've done. And guess what? That's what I've received, is that support, that guidance, that love, that magic. And yeah, call me crazy, but I really like to push the boundaries of my life. And I think that that is some of the best medicine that I've experienced. And just an important thing that I felt like sharing today is like, don't be afraid to push the boundaries of your life, to shake things up, to do a pattern interrupt, to go off and live in a completely different place and open yourself to new people and new experiences and allow yourself to be amazed at how this life works. Because I'm amazed. And I really pray that each of you can feel that too. And if you do feel that, hell yeah, amazing. I'm so happy because everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves that. So thank you so much, as always, for watching, for supporting my channel. Seriously, some of y'all are just amazing. Thank you for some of your donations. I mean, I'm just blown away. I am in the process of making a medicinal mushroom lab. I mean, we have it, but we're just in the process of expanding it so we can provide things like lion's mane and other very medicinal mushrooms to the community around us. And I'm just amazed at how even YouTube works. I'm just like, it's so crazy how these internet things and everything is intertwined and how supportive it can really be when we allow ourselves to share and express our truth. So thank you. You're sacred, you're loved, and I will absolutely make a video when I am able to next time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for, just for your patience. Well, my life kind of is crazy lately, but I love each of you. Thank you so much for the support. Please like, please share, please comment, whatever you want to do on this video. Please and thank you. All of my blessings, all of my love. You are sacred, you are loved, and you are divinely guided every day, every moment.